Picture this. It's 1992, and I'm strutting into a boardroom on Wall Street, dressed sharp as a tack, with a grin that says I own this place. The room's packed with suits, big shots, skeptics, guys who think they've seen it all. They're sizing me up, waiting for me to pitch, to sell, to convince them. But here's the thing. I'm not there to convince anyone. In my mind, the deal's already done. The ink's dry, the champagne's on ice, and we're just here to dot the I's and cross the T's. I shake hands, look them dead in the eye and say, gentlemen, we're about to make history together. No hesitation, no doubt, just pure, unshakable certainty. By the end of that meeting, they weren't just on board, they were begging to sign. That, my friends, is the power of acting like the deal's already closed. Welcome to the game changer you've been waiting for. This isn't just some negotiation trick you pull out of your back pocket. It's a way of life. It's the difference between hoping for a win and knowing you've already won. And let me tell you something. When you walk into any room, whether it's a business deal, a job interview, or even a first date, with the mindset that the outcome is already in your favor, you're not just playing the game, you're rewriting the damn rules. So what's the secret sauce behind this? It's called the mindset of inevitability. It's about believing deep in your bones that success isn't just possible, it's guaranteed. Now don't get it twisted. This isn't about being cocky or arrogant. It's about projecting a level of confidence so magnetic, so electric, that people can't help but follow your lead. Think about it. Who would you rather follow? Some nervous wreck who's unsure, fidgeting and second-guessing themselves, or someone who walks in like they've already got the prize in their pocket? Yeah, I thought so. You might be sitting there thinking, Jordan, this sounds great, but how the hell do I pull it off? Stick with me. Because we're about to break it all down. Mindset, body language, tonality, the whole 9 yards. By the time this video's done, you'll have the tools to walk into any negotiation like a goddamn closer. But let's get one thing straight right now. This isn't magic. It's not luck. It's mindset. And mindset, my friends, is everything. Let me give you a quick taste of how this works. It starts with your head, your thoughts, your beliefs. You've got to train yourself to see the win before it happens. Every morning before you even brush your teeth, tell yourself, the deal is mine. I'm the best in the room. Success is inevitable. Say it out loud, feel it in your gut, and watch how it changes the way you move through the world. Visualize the handshake, hear the yes, feel the rush of victory. That's not just positive thinking, that's programming your brain for domination. And here's the kicker. This isn't about faking it till you make it. It's about being it until it's real. People can smell inauthenticity a mile away. But when your belief is rock solid, they'll buy what you're selling before you even open your mouth. So buckle up, because we're about to dive deep into the engine room of this whole operation, the mindset of inevitability. This is where the rubber meets the road, and I'm about to show you how to own it. The mindset of inevitability. All right, let's get real for a second. You ever notice how some people just seem to have it all figured out? They walk into a room, and it's like the universe bends to their will. Deals close. Opportunities land in their lap, and they make it look effortless. What's their secret? It's not luck, it's not charm, and it sure as hell isn't just talent. It's the mindset of inevitability. They believe, truly, deeply believe, that success is already theirs. And when you believe it that hard, guess what? The world starts to believe it too. This isn't some fluffy wish upon a star garbage. This is hard science, backed by the heavy hitters of human psychology. Napoleon Hill, the godfather of personal development, put it best: what the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Let that sink in. If you can see it in your head and feel it in your gut, you can make it happen. But here's where most people trip over their own feet. They think belief is just hoping really hard. Wrong. Hope is for suckers. Belief is for closers. Belief is knowing, with every fiber of your being, that the deal is done, the win is yours, and all that's left is the victory lap. Let me paint you a picture. Back in my Wall Street days, I had to sit down with an investor who was colder than a New York winter. This guy was a vault, stone-faced, calculating, didn't give a damn about charm or small talk. Most brokers would have walked in there with a pitch deck and a prayer, sweating bullets. Not me. I walked in with one thing, certainty. I didn't just think I could close him, I knew it was already done. I could see the handshake, hear the yes, feel the weight of the pen signing the check. So when I sat down, I didn't pitch. I partnered. I talked to him like we were already in business together, like the decision was made and we were just ironing out the details. And you know what? He bought it. Hook, line, and sinker. Why? Because my belief was contagious. He caught the vibe and suddenly he was the one convincing himself to say yes. That's the magic of inevitability. It's not just about you believing it, it's about making them believe it too. When you project that kind of rock-solid certainty, it's like a gravitational pull. People can't help but get sucked in. They want to be part of something that feels like a sure thing, and you're the one making it feel that way. So how do you build this mindset? Let's get practical, because I'm not here to waste your time with fluff. It starts with your thoughts. Every single day, first thing in the morning, before the world starts throwing curveballs at you, prime your brain for success. Here's a trick I used to swear by. Affirmations. Stand in front of the mirror, look yourself dead in the eye and say, I am a master closer. Every deal I touch turns to gold. Success is inevitable. Say it like you mean it, like it's already true, because it is true. As long as you believe it, don't whisper it like some timid rookie. Belt it out like you're announcing a championship win. Next, visualize the win. Close your eyes and picture the negotiation going exactly how you want it. See their faces lighting up. Hear the yes. Feel the handshake. Make it so vivid, you can taste the victory. The more real it feels in your mind, the more your brain accepts it as reality. When you walk into that room, it's like you've already been there, done that. No nerves, no doubt, just pure execution. Now, let's flip the script. What happens when you don't have this mindset? I'll tell you, it's a train wreck. Take my old buddy Tony. Great guy, sharp as a tack, but he used to walk into negotiations like a deer in headlights. He'd over-prepare, second-guess himself, and worst of all, he'd hope for the best instead of expecting it. And every time, he got smoked. The other side could smell the uncertainty on him like cheap cologne. They knew he wasn't sure, so they pounced. It was brutal, but predictable. Here's the cold, hard truth. Uncertainty kills deals. If you're not 100% sold on yourself, why should anyone else be? But when you flip that switch and walk in with the mindset of inevitability, it's a whole different game. You're not just another option. You're the only option. Let me be clear. This isn't about being delusional. If you're pitching garbage or you don't know your stuff, no amount of belief will save you. You've got to have the goods to back it up. But assuming you do, this mindset is the rocket fuel that takes you from good to unstoppable. And yeah, I know what you're thinking. What about the fear? That little voice whispering? What if they say no? Here's how you kill that noise. Focus on the process, not the outcome. Do everything in your power to prepare. Show up as the best version of yourself and then let go. Detach from the result. Because even if the deal doesn't close, you're still winning. You're building confidence, resilience, and the kind of grit that turns no into not yet. So here's your takeaway. The mindset of inevitability isn't just a tool, it's a weapon. It's what separates the closers from the wannabes, the legends from the footnotes. Start training your brain to believe success is already yours, and watch the world bend to your will. Repeat after me. I am a master closer. Every deal I touch turns to gold. Success is inevitable. Say it, feel it, live it. Next up, we're talking body language, how to back this mindset up with a presence that screams, I'm the real deal. Stay tuned. Body language that commands the room. Picture this, it's 1990 and I'm strutting into a boardroom on Wall Street. The air's thick with cigar smoke and egos. These guys aren't just players, they're the heavy hitters, the kind of suits who'd eat you alive if you blinked wrong. Me? I'm young, scrappy, and out to prove I belong. But I don't just walk in, I own it. Shoulders squared, head high, moving like I've already got their money in my briefcase. Before I even say a word, they know this guy's a closer. That's the magic of body language, my friend. It's not just how you look, it's how you make them feel. And if you want to act like the deal's done, you've got to master every move you make. Here's the deal. People judge you before your lips even part. Studies say it takes 7 seconds to form a first impression. Your words, they're secondary. What's screaming loudest is how you carry yourself. Slouching with your hands in your pockets, eyes darting like a scared kid, and you're finished. Done. Toast. But strolling with the posture of a king, the calm of a general, and the vibe of a guy who's already won, you're golden. They'll be eating out of your hand before you finish your first sentence. So how do you pull this off? How do you turn your body into a weapon of influence? Let's break it down step by step so you can start owning rooms tomorrow. Posture. Stand like you own the joint. First things first, posture. This is your foundation. Stand tall, shoulders back, chest out, chin up. Imagine a string pulling you straight up from the crown of your head. You're not just some schlub shuffling through life. You're a lion, a conqueror. Try this right now. Slouch for a second, feel that weak, defeated vibe, then snap up straight. Feel that shift. That's power surging through you. Science backs this up. Good posture doesn't just make you look confident, it rewires your brain to feel it. More testosterone, less cortisol. You're not faking it, you're becoming it. Eye contact, lock in, don't sit back down. Next up, eyes. You ever met someone who can't hold your gaze? They're glancing at the floor, the ceiling, their phone, anywhere but you. It's a neon sign flashing insecure. Winners don't do that. When you're talking, lock eyes. Not like a psycho staring into their soul, but like a leader who's present and unafraid in a group. Spread it around, connect with everyone, like you're the host of this damn party. It says, I see you, I'm in charge, and I'm not rattled. Pro tip, if they look away first, you've already won half the battle. Movement, slow and steady, wins the game. Now let's talk movement. Here's a universal truth. Winners don't rush. Ever see a nervous guy dart into a room? All jerky and frantic, he's screaming desperation. You're different. Walking slow, deliberate, like you've got all the time in the world. Each step says, this is my turf. Same goes for gestures. Keep them purposeful. No wild flailing or fidgeting with your tie. Use your hands to punctuate your points, like a maestro conducting a symphony. Controlled, calm, commanding. Try it next time you're pitching. Slow your pace by 20%. Watch how the room leans in. The power stance, your secret weapon. Here's a trick I live by, the power stance. Before any big moment, negotiation, pitch, whatever, find a private spot, bathroom stall, empty hallway, doesn't matter. Stand like a superhero, legs apart, hands on hips, chest out, chin up, hold it for 2 minutes. Sounds nuts, right? But it works. Research from Harvard says this, pumps up your confidence hormones and dials down stress. I do this before every major meeting. And by the time I walked in, I wasn't just ready, I was unstoppable. Try it before your next deal. You'll feel like you could sell ice to a penguin. Mirroring, the ninja move. Want to take it up a notch? Master mirroring. This is subtle, psychological gold. Match the body language of the person you're dealing with. Just a little. They lean in. You lean in. They cross their arms. You ease into it too. It's not mimicry, it's connection. People trust what feels familiar, and mirroring builds that bond without them even knowing it. I once sat across from a stone-cold investor. Arms crossed, leaning back, giving me nothing. I mirrored him, then slowly shifted. Uncrossed my arms, leaned forward. Like clockwork, he followed. By the end, he was all in. That's the game, folks. Cut the noise. Eliminate the tells. Here's where most people blow it. The little habits that scream weakness. Fidgeting with a pen, tapping your foot, shifting your weight like you're about to bolt. Every twitch says, I'm not sure of myself. And if you're not sure, why should they be? Kill those tells. Be still. Plant your feet. Keep your hands relaxed but ready. It's not just about looking composed. It's about being composed. Practice in front of a mirror. Stand there, do nothing, and own it. Stillness is strength. Real-world proof. Let me paint you a picture. Early in my career, I pitched a room as skeptical brokers. These guys were vultures, ready to tear me apart. I could have shrunk, but instead I walked in tall, locked eyes with the ringleader, and moved like I'd already cashed their checks. Halfway through, one of them interrupts. Kid, you've got balls. By the end, they were signing up. Why? Because my body said winner before my mouth did. That's the edge you're after. The mind-body loop. Here's the kicker. Body language isn't just a show. It's a loop. Act confident, and you become confident. Stand tall, and your mind says, yeah, I've got this. It's not about pretending. It's about programming yourself to win. Next time you're heading into a high-stakes moment, don't just think about closing the deal. Move like you already have. Shoulders back, eyes sharp, stride steady. You're not hoping for the win. You're living it. So there you go. Master your posture. Own your gaze. Control your moves and cut the weak stuff. Walk into every room like the deal's done. And watch how fast they fall in line. That's not just body language, that's power. Tonality, the voice of a winner. All right, let's shift gears. You've got the moves down, now it's time to talk the talk. Your voice isn't just a tool, it's a weapon. The right tonality can turn a shaky pitch into a slam dunk, a maybe into a hell yes. Words matter, sure, but how you deliver them. That's the difference between a rookie and a closer. You want to sound like the deal's already yours, then your voice better back it up. Think about the greats. Guys like Martin Luther King Jr., Steve Jobs. Hell, even me in my prime. What do they have in common? Their voice grabs you by the throat and doesn't let go. It's not loud or flashy, it's certain. It's got weight. You don't just hear it, you feel it. That's what we're building here. A voice that commands, connects, and closes. So how do you get there? How do you turn your vocal cords into a money-making machine? Let's break it down. Pace, slow it down. Own the room. First up, pace. Nervous people rush. Their words spill out like they're running from something. Winners, we take our time. Slow your speech down. Let every syllable hit like a hammer. Pauses are your ace in the hole. Drop one after a big point and watch the tension build. People lean in, hanging on what's next. Ever notice how the best speakers make silence work for them? That's not an accident. Practice this, say your next pitch 30% slower than usual. Feel how it shifts from frantic to forceful. Volume power without shouting. Next, volume. You don't need to yell to be heard. Yelling's for amateurs. Real power comes from clarity and control. Speak from your diaphragm, not your throat. Push the air out from your gut, and your voice carries without breaking. Here's a trick: when you hit a key point, drop your volume a notch. It's counterintuitive, but it works. People focus harder when they have to listen closer. Try it. This is the best offer you'll get. Soft, steady, undeniable. That's authority, not noise. Pitch, drop the dot. Now pitch. You know that guy whose voice creeps up at the end of every sentence? Sounds like he's begging for approval. Weak. Winners use a downward inflection. Your voice drops at the end like you're stating a fact carved in stone. Say this out loud. We're closing today. First, let your pitch rise. Hear the uncertainty. Now drop it low and firm. That's certainty. That's a closer. Record yourself and listen. Root out any upticks. Your voice should land, not lift. Cadence, play the rhythm. Cadence is your secret sauce, the rhythm of your speech. Monotone puts people to sleep. Variety keeps them hooked. Hit them with short, sharp jabs. This is it, the moment right now. Then roll into a smoother flow. And here's why it's going to change everything for you. It's like music, peaks and valleys, fast and slow. Think of your favorite movie line. Chances are it's got cadence that sticks. Play with it. Experiment. Make your voice dance, and they'll follow the beat. Emotion connect? Done fucking just convince. Here's the heart of it. Emotion. People don't buy logic. They buy feeling. Your voice has to carry certainty. Yes, but also passion, excitement, maybe a dash of humor. If you're flat, they're gone. If you're fake, they'll smell it a mile away. Find what fires you up about the deal and let it bleed through. I pitch stocks like they were the cure for boredom. Energy crackling in every word. Connect with that spark, and they'll feel it too. Real world proof. Let me take you back. I had this sales guy, smart as hell, knew his stuff cold. but his voice, a train wreck. He'd rush, mumble, squeak out objections like he was apologizing. Clients passed every time. I pulled him aside, talk like it's already done. We drilled pace, pitch, volume. 2 weeks later, he's outselling veterans. One call. He drops his pitch, slows it down, and lands a 6-figure deal. Tonality turned him from a maybe to a machine. The record trick. Want to level up fast? Record yourself. Yeah, it's weird hearing your own voice, but suck it up. Pitch something. Your lunch order doesn't matter, and play it back. Ask, does this guy sound like a winner? If not, tweak it. Slow the pace, steady the pitch, punch the cadence. Keep going till you buy from yourself. I did this in my car, yelling pitches at the windshield till I nailed it. Works like a charm. Practice makes perfect. This isn't a one and done deal. Your voice is a muscle, train it. Read out loud daily. Pitch in the shower. Talk to your dog like he's a client. The more you flex it, the sharper it gets. Soon it's second nature. You open your mouth and bam, the room's yours. The bottom line, tonality isn't optional. It's essential. It's the edge that separates the wannabes from the winners. Master your pace, volume, pitch, and cadence, and you'll sound like the deal's already closed. Because when your voice says, I've got this, they believe it. And when they believe it, you've won. Avoiding the rookie traps. Listen up, because I'm about to save you from yourself. Negotiation isn't just a skill, it's a battlefield. And every battlefield has traps, rookie traps. These aren't little slip-ups, they're career-ending, deal-killing disasters that scream to the world, I'm green, I'm desperate, and I don't belong here. Step on one of these landmines, and you're done. Your confidence is shot. Your deal's dead, and you're left picking up the pieces while the pros laugh their way to the bank. But here's the kicker. You don't have to fall into them. I'm giving you the playbook to sidestep every single one, Jordan Belfort style. So strap in, because this is where you stop losing and start winning. Let's start with the desperation dance. You've seen this guy, hell, maybe you've been this guy. He's the one who walks into a negotiation like a puppy begging for a treat, talking a mile a minute, nodding too hard, laughing at his own lame jokes, practically shouting, please, please, please say yes. It's pathetic, and it's a death sentence. Why? Because desperation reeks. It's like spraying yourself with skunk juice before a date. Nobody's sticking around for that. The other side smells it, senses the weakness, and either walks away or squeezes you until you're dry. The fix is simple but brutal. Stop caring so damn much. Slow down. Take a breath. Act like you've got 10 other deals lined up. And this one's just a bonus. You're not here to grovel. You're here to deliver value. If they can't see it, that's their problem, not yours. Walk in like the prize, not the beggar, and watch how fast the power shifts. Next up, over talking. This trap's a classic. And it's so easy to fall into. You won't even realize you're doing it until the deal's DOA. You're so busy running your mouth, spouting stats, pitching benefits, filling every second with noise that you miss the most powerful weapon in your arsenal. Silence. The best closers don't talk their way to victory. They listen their way there. Ask a sharp question. What's the one thing holding you back right now? Then shut up. Let them fill the void. People reveal everything when you give them room to breathe. Their fears, their wants, their breaking points. I once sat across from a guy who was stonewalling me. I asked, what's it going to take to make this a no-brainer for you? Then I leaned back and waited. 10 minutes later, he talked himself into $1 million deal. Silence isn't awkward. It's gold. Master it, and you'll own the room. Then there's the flinch. This one's a killer because it's instinctual. They throw out a lowball offer, say half what you're asking, and you wince. Your face scrunches up, your shoulders slump, and in that split second, you've handed them the keys to the kingdom. They see that flinch, and they know they've got you on the ropes. Never, ever flinch. Not at their number, not at their objections, not at their attitude. Instead, stay ice cold. Smile like you're in on a secret, nod, and say, interesting, let's dig into that. You're not shaken. You're in charge. The one who flinches first loses the leverage, and I'll be damned if that's you. Train yourself to stay steady. Practice in the mirror if you have to, because that poker face is worth more than any script. Another rookie blunder. Failing to read the room. You're so married to your pitch, so stuck in your head that you miss the signals right in front of you. The guy's eyes are glazing over, his arms are crossed, he's tapping his foot, and you're still droning on like a used car salesman on a caffeine bender. Wake up. Negotiation isn't a monologue, it's a dance. You've got to feel the rhythm adjust on the fly. If they're disengaged, switch gears, ask a question, crack a joke, shake things up. If they're leaning in, double down. I once turned a dead-end meeting around because I noticed the client kept glancing at his watch. I cut my pitch short, said, "You're a busy guy, let's make this quick. Here's the bottom manifesto sewing line," and closed them in 5 minutes. Pay attention, adapt, and you'll never lose a deal to a blind spot. Let's talk about self-doubt, because this one's the silent assassin. You walk into a negotiation thinking, what if they say no? What if I choke? And guess what? You're already halfway to failure. Doubt isn't just a feeling, it's a vibe. It creeps into your voice, your posture, your handshake. The other side picks up on it, like sharks smelling blood. The cure? 2 things: preparation and swagger. Know your stuff inside out, numbers, objections, fallback plans, so you've got no room for uncertainty. Then flip the script in your head. You're not hoping for a win, you're expecting it. They need you more than you need them. I don't care if you're negotiating with a billionaire or your boss, you're the one bringing the heat. Own that mindset, and you'll radiate the kind of confidence that closes deals before you even sit down. One more trap, not asking for the close. Rookies get so caught up in the back and forth that they forget to seal the deal. They dance around it, hint at it, pray the other side magically says yes. That's not how winners operate. You gotta ask, direct, bold, no hesitation. So are we doing this or what? Look them in the eye and mean it. I've seen guys lose millions because they were too timid to pull the trigger. Don't be that guy. Assume the sale, ask for it, and act like it's already yours. Here's the truth. These traps aren't fate. They're choices. Step over them with preparation, guts, and a little Belfort swagger, and you're not just surviving the battlefield, you're dominating it. Now let me take you back to Wall Street, where I put all this to the test. Jordan says, Wall Street war story. All right, let's rewind the clock to 1991. Picture this, I'm 28, a hungry broker with a chip on my shoulder and a fire in my gut. I'm sitting in a swanky steakhouse on Lexington Avenue, the kind of place where the air smells like money and the waiters call you sir without blinking. Across the table is Mr. Big Shot, a Wall Street titan with a net worth that could buy a small country. He's got steel gray hair, a handshake that could crush granite, and a stare that says, "Prove it, kid, or get lost." Most guys would have been sweating through their suits, stammering through their pitch. Not me. I had something they didn't, the unshakable belief that this deal was already mine. In my mind, the ink was dry before the appetizers hit the table. Here's how it went down. The maitre seats us and I order a ribeye, rare, bloody, no apologies. Mr. Big Shot sipping a 25-year-old scotch, sizing me up like I'm a stock he's about to short. He doesn't waste time. "Belfort," he says, voice like gravel, "why the hell should I trust you with my money?" A rookie would have panicked, launched into a word vomit of promises and stats. I didn't. I leaned back in my chair, took a slow sip of my drink and said, "You shouldn't trust me. Trust the results." Then I slid a single sheet across the table, clean, no nonsense, just raw numbers, showing returns that'd make your jaw drop. No fluff, no hype, just proof. He picks it up, squints and grunts. Numbers can be faked. I didn't flinch, not a muscle. I smiled, cool as ice, and said they can. That's why I brought backup. I handed him a list of clients, names he'd recognize, heavyweights who'd vouch for me. Call any of them. They'll tell you I'm the real deal. He stares at the list, then at me, and I can see the gears turning. He's testing me, probing for weakness. Most guys would have filled the silence with nervous chatter. I didn't. I let it hang there, thick and heavy, sipping my drink like I had all night. Finally, he says, "You're cocky for a kid." I leaned in, locked eyes, and hit him with, "I'm not cocky, I'm certain. Big difference." That was the pivot. The air shifted. He smirked, just a flicker, and we started talking. Not about my pitch, but about him, his goals, his wins, his headaches. I ask questions. What's keeping you up at night? Where do you want to be in 5 years? Then I listened, really listened. I didn't push, I pulled. I matched his energy. When he got fired up about a market trend, I fed it back. When he hesitated, I eased off. It was a dance, and I was leading without him even clocking it. Halfway through the steak, he throws me a curveball. Your fees are steep, he says, cutting into his porterhouse. A flinch here would have been fatal. Most guys would have backpedaled, slashed their price, begged for mercy. Not me. I shrugged casual as hell and said, you're right, quality costs. You want cheap, go hire a rookie. You want results, you're at the right table. He laughed, actually laughed, and I knew I had him. We kept talking and I kept steering. I painted a picture of what his portfolio could look like with me in his corner, vivid, specific, irresistible. By the time the plates were cleared, he wasn't just interested, he was sold. He pulled out a pen, scribbled a check, and slid it over. You're good, Belfort, he said, shaking his head. Real good, I grinned and fired back. Nah, I'm the best.
Let's break it down. I wasn't the richest guy in that room, or the oldest, or the most connected, but I had certainty. Rock solid, bulletproof certainty. I walked in like the deal was done, and that vibe was contagious. I didn't flinch at his jabs, didn't oversell, didn't doubt myself for a second. I read him like a book, adapted on the fly, and asked for the close without blinking. That night, I didn't just win a client, I won a reputation. Mr. Big Shot didn't buy my numbers, he bought me. And that, my friend, is the magic of acting like the victory's already yours. It's not arrogance, it's power. Conclusion and final push. All right, we've been through the trenches together, dodging rookie traps, reliving a Wall Street showdown, soaking up the mindset that turns maybe into done. But here's the cold, hard truth. None of this means squat if you don't do something with it. You can nod along, take notes, feel the adrenaline pumping through your veins. But if you don't step up and act, you're just a cheerleader watching the real players score. And I know you're not here to sit on the sidelines, you're here to win. So let's lock this in and get you moving. Here's your mission tomorrow. Find one moment, one negotiation, one conversation, one shot where the stakes are real. Maybe it's asking your boss for more money, pitching a client who's been dodging you, or standing your ground with someone who's been walking all over you. Doesn't matter what it is. Just pick it and own it. Before you walk in, see the win in your head. Picture the handshake, hear the yes, feel the rush of knowing you've closed it. Then stride in with that energy, shoulders back. Voice steady, eyes sharp, act like it's already done. Because in your mind it is. Use what you've learned. Don't beg, don't ramble, don't flinch. Listen hard, adapt fast, and ask for the close like. It's yours to take. That's not a pep talk, that's a battle plan. This isn't just about one deal, either. Every time you pull this off, you're building something bigger. A reputation, a presence, a legacy. People don't forget the guy who walks in like he owns the place and backs it up with results. They talk about him. They seek him out. They bet on him. So start now. Stop overthinking. Stop waiting for permission. Stop doubting you've got what it takes. You do. You've got the tools, the fire, the blueprint. Now use them. Get out there and close something. Anything. Make it happen. And don't look back. The world's not going to wait for you to feel ready. It's waiting for you to show up. So go. Be the closer. Be the one they can't say no to. You've got this. Now prove it.